And now for something completely different. Some of you might actually know that I quite like opals, and as a hobby I actually carve them myself. I come from Australia, so naturally I use Australian opals as a general rule. These opals that you're seeing here have been hand carved by myself, and most of them came from a lightning ridge. A few of them, such as this one here, came from Cooper Pedy, but generally speaking they're black opals. I'll give you a quick look through most of them and I'll talk about maybe a few of them. That one's a wood opal. I quite like it. If you move it around, you get to see some nice flashes of colour. This one's probably the brightest opal I have. I'm not going to discuss all of them, but it's a beautiful gem, but I may reshape it at some stage. Moving along, this opal is quite a nice one for me. It's what they would call a picture stone, but it's got quite a nice bright amount of flash in it. This one at the right angle, very directional, but very fun. Let's see if I can get you can see how you can get the flash to happen. What a nice little stone. This one was quite an effort to carve. This one here is quite fun. It's probably the brightest stone that I've got, but it's not bright over the entire stone. But there are little flecks of colour all the way through it, so it's quite an interesting stone in its own right. This one here, very, very small, but it's got some red in it. If you know anything, you will know that red is important. Nice shiny stone here. This one here is a crystal opal, but I think the major issue with it, or the major interesting thing about it, is the fact that it appears to have a piece of ancient seafloor on there, and quite possibly a little piece of bone, so it could well be a fossil. Really cool. Nice little drop. There's the Cooper Pedy one. This is probably one of the largest ones sitting there. I think it's sitting around 6 or 7 carats. Beautiful little stone. These ones are probably some of the best opals that I've got. Beautiful little stones in their own right. Oh, this one too. It's got a beautiful amount of flash in it. Let me try and get it. There you go. Lovely. A lot of stones here, going down here. Like this one, I'll probably recut it. That one here, where is it? This one. That's also got a lot of flash in it, if I can... You see that? Beautiful stone, that one. Yeah, that one also has a lot of flash. This one, another big one, nice and shiny. Very big, got a lot of colours through it. This one too, moving to the reds, really nice. This one as well, moving to reds. This one here, for the Star Trek fans, it's got a potch pattern. If you can have a look at that, it looks like the Starfleet emblem. So live long and prosper, dudes. This one I call the Babylon stone. It was really fun. I actually carved several levels out of opal out of the stone. It's quite a big one. It's about 6 carats if I remember correctly. Whoop. There they go. A few nice ones. Another red one. This one, very sparkly if you move it. There we go. There's some sparkle. Sparkle, sparkle. This one here also is pretty cool. Very, very sparkly. Sparkle, 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 sparkle. Heart-shaped one, awesome. This one's a good one too. This one is my most recent and my favouriteest at the moment. Very, very, that's called the pinfire pattern, which isn't the best apparently, but I quite like it. And there's the final one. And here's one that I'm making. The reason why I'm pointing this one out is that I'm giving a bit of a challenge to a YouTuber called Roy's Rocks. He mentioned that he likes to carve stones, and this one has got some pits in it, which I've actually carved out. If I wet it, you'll see that the sand is mostly gone, But he reckons he can carve them, and I reckon this is a good test of his abilities because, well, I don't have much opal left, and I don't think I can flat carve it into a cab, so if he can do something with it, I would be most grateful. We'll see how he goes, eh?